We both went here to Stillman Elementary. The project also taught us that historical events may have occurred just a few feet away.
To summarize the troops' movements, Washington's retreat begins here at Fort Lee, on the cliffs overlooking the Hudson River. Just north along the river at Healer's Point and Alpine, British troops began their crossing from New York on the morning of November 20, 1776. As news of the landing spread, Washington's army abandoned Fort Lee and began moving westward and south along what is now Tenafly Road. Passing through Englewood, they reached the Liberty Pole. Here, the exhausted army continued on, pursued by the British, and continued west. By day's end, Washington's troops arrived at New Bridge Landing, where they crossed the Hackensack River to safety, providing their only escape route out of Bergen County.
To summarize the events that commenced during Washington's famous retreat, we took you to historic Fort Lee, still named for the initial fortification in the area, to discuss the importance of the original battle plans of the Continental Army and the reasons that Washington decided to abandon the site. Next, we witnessed Healer's Point in current-day Alpine, New Jersey, where Cornwallis's landing heralded the hasty retreat of the Continental Army from the well-fortified Fort Lee. This landing was crucial and led to the undoing of the Continental Army's plans to hold New York. Then, consequently, to Tenafly Road, which marks the path of Washington's hasty retreat through Tenafly. Despite the absence of a major battle, Tenafly served as a necessary passage through Washington's retreat.
Tenafly's role in the Revolution reminds us that even in small towns can shape great turning points. By preserving these stories, we connect our community not just to the past, but to the courage that built our nation. Just down the road in Englewood, we reviewed the importance of colonists on the moral of the retreating army and the role of the Liberty Pole among the colonists. Finally, we visited Newbridge Landing in current-day Hackensack, New Jersey. The crossing of the natural river allowed the Continental Army to escape the southwest across New Jersey, allowing them to cross the Delaware River, regroup, and successfully regain refuge of New Jersey's vital towns, which were all necessary for the American forces to prevail during the American Revolution. Thank you for listening.